Your Eye on Annapolis daily news brief keeps you informed about what's happening in Annapolis and Arundel County and Maryland. Local news, local sports, local events, local opinion, and, of course, local weather. Your Eye on Annapolis daily news brief starts now.
Good morning. It's Friday, April 21st, 2023. This is John Frenaye, and this is your Eye on Annapolis daily news brief presented by Annapolis Subaru and the SPCA of Anne Arundel County. We made it to the weekend, and I'll tell you, after yesterday, I am ready for it. I'm actually kicking it off early, meeting a friend at the Market House for an early happy hour at 1 p.m., so bring it on. But first, we do have a little bit of news, so let's get into it, shall we? The Anne Arundel County Police are looking for a pair of carjackers who stole a Crofton man's car at gunpoint from in front of his home on Thursday. The man was returning to his home from work on Walleye Drive when he was approached by two black males with a handgun who demanded his keys. They took the keys from his pocket and fled in his car, a 2014 black Nissan Maxima. The suspects are described as black in their late teens or early 20s, slim builds, wearing dark hoodies and dark jeans. If anybody has any information, 410-222-4700 is the number. On Wednesday, Annapolis Subaru gave Hope for the Warriors a check for $50,000. This was the proceeds from their Share the Love event, which happens at the end of every year when customers who buy a car can designate a local or a national charity to have Subaru make a donation for them. Pretty awesome. $50,000. That's a lot of money. Speaking of a lot of money, I did make fun of the $55 million price tag on a bathroom contract at BWI a while ago, but now that I'm seeing the photos of the first set of bathrooms, I'm kind of thinking that might make some sense. There is a new set of bathrooms in Concourse B, and gone are the urinals in the men's room, and both men's and ladies' rooms now have full stalls with full-length doors, room for baggage in there, and lights over the doors to indicate whether it's occupied or not. I just might need to book a trip and check that out. Free outdoor summer concerts are returning to the Annapolis Town Center. As in the past, they're going to be on Friday evenings from 5 p.m. to 8 p.m., and they will be held in what they call the Boathouse Pavilion in the East Village. And I'm going to call that down by P.F. Chang's where the ice rink was. I'm not too familiar with most of the names, but we can expect music from Sons of the Pirates, which will kick it off on June 2nd, Red Dirt Revolution, the original Moonlighters, Black Dog Alley, Under the Covers, Crushing Day, Chesapeake Suns, Thunderball, and more. This is pretty cool. Next Saturday afternoon at the Annapolis Spring Sailboat Show, the boat show is going to be hosting a reception called Boaters for the Bay. If you're at the boat show and you have a ticket, you can get in. It's free. There will be live music, beverages, and displays, and a panel discussion with three organizations that are really working hard to make sure that the bay is healthy for us all. The Chesapeake Conservancy, Coastal Conservation Association Maryland, and, of course, the Chesapeake Bay Foundation. If you are there, do check it out. It gets underway at 4:30 p.m., and Sean Owen will be performing at that one. Since we are talking events, let's talk about events for this weekend. Well, this Saturday, tomorrow on West Street, Annapolis Green will kick gas with their EV showcase. Come on out and get all your questions answered by electric vehicle owners. The event does run from 3 to 6 p.m. and then magically morphs into the spring version of Dinner Under the Stars. Also on Saturday, it is Record Store Day, so go to your favorite vinyl store and score a deal. Local stores in the area are Ka-Chunk on Maryland Avenue, Third Eye Games on Chinkapin Round Road, and I am not sure of the name, but there is a brand new one on Mayo Road in Edgewater. And tomorrow is Earth Day official, and there are a ton of Greenscape projects all across the county. As you are out and about, please be mindful that there are going to be people likely gardening and cleaning up in places that you may not expect. Let's keep everyone safe this weekend. And it is only 2 weeks until the Annapolis Irish Festival on May 6th. Did you get your tickets yet? We do have a discount code to save you 20% off of all of your general admission tickets. You want to use the code AIF20I. That's AIF20EYE, and then you'll score the discount. Tickets and more information at abceventsinc.com. Today on Canines and Crosstreks, we played with JJ, who is an uber personable 2-year-old Jack Russell mix, who I insist should probably be the face of the SPCA. But you can listen now and then check out eyeonannapolis.net at noon for our irresistible photos and information on how you can give JJ a forever home. And as we wrap it up, do me a favor and sign up for our weekly newsletter of events in the area. It does go out on Fridays at 12:30 p.m., and you can sign up on the forum at eyeonannapolis.net, or I'm going to leave a link right here in the show notes. In advance, many thanks, as always. Here is some podcast news for you. Tomorrow on the Local Business Spotlight, it's one that I'm really excited about. Dr. Mark Bedell from Anne Arundel County Public Schools, he's the new superintendent. We had a long sit down, about 45 minutes, well worth it to listen to. And after that, you're going to hear from Roxana from Caliente Grill just a week before Cinco de Mayo. All done. Now it's just time to say thank you for listening and putting up with us every day. I do hope that we add some value to your world. And if we do, please leave a review somewhere and tell a friend to give us a listen. We also want to thank our sponsors, Annapolis Subaru, the SPCA of Anne Arundel County, Solar Energy Services, Hospice of the Chesapeake, and the Maryland Higher Education Commission. It is Friday, the weekend is here, so now it is time just to say have a great weekend, be nice to others, do something fun, and keep shopping local. Other than that, we're going to see you on Monday. Now hang tight because George Young from DCMDVA Weather is here with the only locally forecast weather report you're going to find, and of course Canines and Crosstreks. So do hang around for that. All coming to you in just a minute.
Advanced illness decisions aren't always easy. Hospice of the Chesapeake, your hometown hospice, wants you to know you do have a choice over who provides care, what type of care, and when and where your loved one receives that care. Learn more at hospicechesapeake.org.
When you live near Annapolis, you know how fickle the weather can be. So you need a truly local forecast that's accurate and reliable. Forecast right here in Annapolis. DCMDVA Weather is not just for today, but for the rest of the week and the weekend too. Now here's George Young of DCMDVA Weather with the weather outlook for today and beyond.
Hey everyone, this is George with DCMDVA Weather, and this is your Eye on Annapolis forecast for Friday, April 21st. Yesterday brought more sun and warmth to the Annapolis region in a month that is, on the whole, way above average temperature-wise, and temps will stay well above average today and tomorrow, but a noticeable cool-down is on the way starting Sunday. Look for more sunny skies today across all of Anne Arundel County, with temps in the mid to upper 80s, with a chance that some locations in the region reach 90-plus degrees, ahead of increasing clouds Saturday, with temps still 75 to 80 degrees, 4 p.m. highs, with a likelihood of some late PM showers and even a few thunderstorms as a cold front approaches from the west. But the day should be mostly dry, so definitely keep those plans to get out and about. And while showers and storms are likely in the overnight and early morning hours of Sunday, sunshine will return Sunday, but with cooler temps in the mid or upper 60s, 4 p.m. highs, with the expectation for next week being plenty of sunshine, with temperatures mainly in the 60s for highs each day through Thursday before the next rain chance returns around Friday. Okay, that's it for today and this week. This is George Young of DCMDVA Weather. Make it a great day and weekend out there. Stay healthy and be safe, and don't forget, follow DCMDVA Weather on Facebook and Twitter for regular updates each day, along with the website at dcmdvaweather.info, so you can always stay weather informed.
Hello, energy consumers. This is Rick Peters, president of Solar Energy Services. Have you been looking for ways to save money recently? Maybe you should consider solar energy for your home. Or are you waiting for the technology to get cheaper? If so, how long are you going to wait? Today's solar costs less than 20% of what it cost 10 years ago. But while solar prices have declined every year, so have the financial incentives. Bottom line, if you wait for cheaper solar, you're also waiting for lower incentives. Take my home, for example. My solar system was installed in 2010, and it's been paid off for almost 5 years, and I no longer have to buy any electricity for another 15 to 20 years. If I waited for cheaper solar, I'd still be paying an electric bill. At Solar Energy Services, we have thousands of satisfied customers who are sure glad they didn't wait. So what are you waiting for? Sunshine's a wasted. Call us today for a free solar design at 410-923-6090 or on the web at solarsaves.net.
Sunshine, sunshine, nothing else can make me feel so fine.
That can only mean one thing. We're headed to the SPCA of Anne Arundel County with Annapolis Subaru to play with the pups for this week's Canines and Crosstreks. Sponsored by Annapolis Subaru. Higher standards.
Well, we changed things up a little bit here. We're on the party deck of Annapolis Subaru. I think that's the official name, isn't it, Billy?
The party deck at Annapolis Subaru.
Here
a lot
we
of
are.
stuff happens up here.
A lot of stuff.
A lot of stuff.
Like these cupcakes.
Today, you like the cupcakes? You want one, Kelly?
They smell so good.
You should have one. A lot of action up here today.
There is. We're sitting here at a table, and there's like 24 cupcakes just sitting here tempting everybody.
24 minus 1, Billy.
Yes, I did eat the one. That was me.
Well, we're here for two reasons, actually. Obviously, we're here for Canines and Crosstreks, sponsored by Annapolis Subaru. But it's a big day for Annapolis Subaru and Hope for the Warriors, which was the recipient of a lot of money.
Yeah, no, we last November through January, November 16th through January 3rd, we had the Share the Love event here, and Hope for the Warriors was our hometown charity. And we ended up, we just presented them with a check for
Wait,
$50,000.
I saw that. First of all, it had a decimal point and a comma.
Yes.
So that's good.
Yes.
It was $41,186. But you guys said
it wasn't enough, John.
That wasn't enough.
It wasn't enough.
Okay, now where's the
That's a
line
lot.
form to get into the Share the Love with John Frenet?
There you go.
I don't think that you would qualify,
How about a
John.
cupcake?
Yeah.
Have a cupcake.
Yeah, have a couple cupcakes.
But you guys coughed up an extra like $8,900 to make it $50,000 for this wonderful organization.
Yeah. No, we we worked with them for probably like 4 months total, and we're going to continue to work with them from here on out, like we do with all of our charity partners. But yeah, I mean, what they do for veterans, active duty military members, and members of their family is just unbelievable. They help transition back into civilian life, and help with things that like getting interviews for jobs and transportation to places, and helping families while their spouses are deployed overseas. And yeah, we just felt like it was we also like round numbers, so we wanted to make it 50,000.
Good deal. Well, I had a chance to talk with Robin Keller, who's the CEO of Hope for the Warriors, and she's actually one of the founders. And for those that are interested, hopeforthewarriors.org, and 4 is spelled out. And she was saying, and I had heard this from a number of friends, that the military doesn't do a very good job of preparing you for civilian life. And
I have no idea, because I didn't serve in the military, but I appreciate. I really appreciate everybody that did. But I think it's a lot of things that we would not even think about, right? That that they're gonna have to they might need some assistance with. And
that's exactly where they come in.
Yeah.
And it's not just the service members either. It's their families, and they give support left and right for all the different issues that may come up, which I think is wonderful. And I didn't realize how large they are. I mean, they're headquartered here, offices in North Carolina, up a little bit north, and sort of all over. And pretty much, I think she said 17 states they've got a presence in, which is awesome.
Yeah, and the reason that we selected them this year for the hometown charity partner is just because of we have a huge military presence here in Annapolis, and we're surrounded. We have everywhere.
Yes, you do.
We have everywhere. No, there's a big military presence here in Annapolis, and a lot of our customers are either active duty or former military members. And one of the really cool things is that we were able to have them come in every Saturday, and we actually introduced them to a few of our customers who are active duty or retired military members. And we've had some customers of ours actually use some of their services, which I think is just a really really awesome thing, really full circle.
You guys are like Santa Claus, just doing such good things for everybody. I mean, the SPCA, Chesapeake Bay Foundation. I just saw that you're a sponsor of the Boatyard Rockfish opening day for a Rockfish tournament. You're sponsoring the band there. So, I mean, it's like...
We can't help everybody. We try to help as many as we can.
Well, thank you from the community, certainly, for the generosity of Annapolis Subaru.
Sure.
And continued generosity and everything else there. But
can't do it without our customers.
That's true. Well, we can't do Canines and Crosstreks without a canine. And today we've got JJ here with us.
Who's JJ?
JJ is a Jack Russell Terrier mix. And
what's he mixed with?
I don't know. He's just a mix, and he's 2 years and 7 months old, and he's just a spunky little guy. He's super friendly. He loves to meet people, likes to meet dogs, and sometimes he's a little rambunctious with the dogs, but always
He's very
having
personable.
fun.
He should be the face
is.
of the SPCA of Anne Arundel County.
I love that.
He
And
really enjoyed his time on the party deck.
he partied, didn't he?
He really did. I mean, everybody that came up was like, wow.
Well, a lot of people thought maybe he should be the dog here in the showroom dog, because he's so friendly. He can come and meet all the customers.
Here?
Yeah, he can be the Annapolis
You had
Subaru
Alex
dog.
from Stroh's.
Oh, God.
And you had Spuds McKenzie.
And then we have JJ.
JJ Subaru.
JJ, the Jack Russell mix. So he is, like I said, he's super friendly, and he loves to play. He's out and about all the time, and you can see he would be great with kids or, even older kids that are active, because he is a Jack Russell mix, and they love to have exercise and get out and do things. But he's like a solid little spunky dog.
He's almost like interacting with people like a cat, in the way that he would come up and curl up in your lap and sit there and rub up against your leg.
yeah.
I think I heard him purr one time.
Did you really?
Yeah.
And meow? Okay,
Yeah.
well, that's good.
Jump up on another lap and lick the face and move on. I mean, he's fickle.
He'd be a fun-loving companion for the family.
Very much so.
Yeah, so we're hoping that we can get a great family or a great couple or a single person to come in who wants to get some exercise and have a really devoted dog that's friendly in the neighborhood and the community.
That's cool. Does he have a backstory?
He, I understand that he was surrendered because he is a typical Jack Russell Terrier, so they do shed a little bit more than some other dogs, or they're just a dog that may shed fur. So they surrendered him for that.
People are surrendered.
Are you serious?
People are
messed up.
very weird about that. I mean, most dogs shed.
Absolutely.
I mean, we learned this in first grade.
When we're kids and we're just covered with fur, and
so
who
why are we
cares
surprised?
and all
Why are we
that?
surprised that a
That's
dog
right.
can have sheds unless you've purchased or adopted a non-shedding
Right.
breed?
If you have an allergy, and so you definitely want a dog that does not have fur but has hair, and they're out there and stuff. But otherwise,
a little bit of
what you really should do is just get clothes that are the same color as the hair that is shed. So
there
that
you go.
way,
So you have to wear white all the time if you adopt JJ.
Yeah, it just blends in and everything's fine.
That's
You
right.
can get white interior in your car.
Everything's white.
Get a white carpet on your floor. White couches.
Move right back to the 70s. It'd be awesome.
There it is.
Then it won't bother you.
And his fur is no different than a beagle or a lab or anyone.
Well,
so.
a little bit of hair
Goes
to
a
have
long
JJ
way.
in your life is definitely
right.
worth it. JJ is the is my sponsor.
There you
my
go.
sponsor
There you go, John.
But you know what? I did want to mention before that. See, we are outside. We're on the party deck, and they're about to shut us
We're
down.
in the real world.
This is for real.
We got a noise complaint.
That's right.
During the presentation, when you gave the check to Hope for the Warriors, they mentioned that since you established this in 2013, you guys have given to your hometown charities over $400,000. Is that wow?
Yeah, that with this amount here that we just gave out today, our total has just reached $400,000, which is amazing to think about over the years. And there's 4 other national charities that our customers can choose during the Share the Love event, but our team does such a good job of explaining the benefits of keeping this money locally, and the impact that it will have at a more local level. That it's just our customers are they're very smart, and they're very they want to see that impact.
Yeah,
and
for sure.
Yeah, so it's been great. We've had a lot of great partners. The year before, we partnered with Mediviver, which was for
that's breast cancer.
Yeah, metastatic breast cancer. And the year before that, we were the Cystic Fibrosis Foundation, Believe in Tomorrow, Olivia Constance Foundation, Chesapeake Bay Trust. I mean, it's been a great partnership with all of our hometown Anne Arundel County CASA, Court-Appointed Special Advocates of Anne Arundel County.
Well, this happens every year, right?
Yeah, every year.
And it's toward the end of the year.
Yep, second half of November, all of December, and usually 1 or 2 days in January.
Okay, well, not to suggest anybody shouldn't buy a car now, but come on in and help some local charities toward the end of the year.
Yeah, it's a great time to refer friends, and we're looking to we're always looking to sell as many cars as we can, because the more cars we sell, the more charities we're able to help out and donate money to. But especially during that time, I mean, we are just super focused on volume and just trying to, we want that check to be as big as possible that we give to our hometown charity.
Well, it looks like you succeeded very well this year. That's for sure.
Yep, thank you.
That's for sure. How's your tag machine working out, Kelly?
Oh, it's fabulous. Everybody, I mean, what a great way to help animals find their way back home. But Subaru was generous and donated the dog tag and engraver and on cat tag. It's not just for dogs.
That's true. We can't.
It's for both.
Discriminate.
That's right.
What about a gerbil?
Yeah, we knew this was coming. Who didn't see this coming?
We can make one for gerbils.
Rabbit?
I don't think they can wear it, but
I think that's the longest we've gone without mentioning guinea pigs.
Guinea pigs. You are going to adopt one by the end of the year.
No.
Well, I'll tell you, I hope that JJ gets a home before we meet again in a week, and he is available at the Anne Arundel County SPCA, and you can check out his bio at aacspca.org. And you can come in and check out a Crosstrek or an Ascent or a Solterra or a Outback or a Forester or a Crosstrek. I think I mentioned that, and I don't know whether
Impreza
and the
WRX. BRZ.
Is that it?
That's it.
Well, you can do all that.
Job, though. That was a nice job, John.
You can do all that at Annapolis Subaru. You can visit them online at AnnapolisSubaru.com. And we will see you guys next week.
Great. We'll see you then.
Back at the SPCA.
Back at the SPCA.
All right.
Did you get close to completing your college degree but dropped out during the COVID pandemic? Well, as a near completer, you may be eligible to receive money from the Maryland Higher Education Commission to finish your degree. Again, if you started your degree but for whatever reason never finished it, the Maryland Higher Education Commission has money to help you return to college and finish what you started. Go to mhec.maryland.gov and click on the Near Completer grant to learn more.
You've been listening to the Eye on Annapolis Daily News Brief. Tell your friends and colleagues, this is the podcast where you can keep up on the latest with what's going on in Annapolis and Anne Arundel County. And don't forget about our website, eyeonannapolis.net, where you can find even more information. And make sure you follow us on Facebook at All Annapolis and on Twitter at Eye on Annapolis. This Daily News Brief podcast comes to you every Monday through Friday at 6 a.m.